planet called Port. The Port planet is highly industrial in the term in the way that there are ships flying to and from. There is a bustling economy, if not one of the best in the how do you call it, in the universe. But in port itself is different compared to when you have the underworld. The underworld is a lot more volatile. With this being the case, Court of Horns members are sent to the underworld often. And in fact, warriors, adventurers, many types of beings find their way into the underworld. Sometimes people are taken into the underworld. But you yourself had found a way in through circumstances far beyond you, and you have been stuck in the underworld specifically for a while. Octavian has been, at least. So, Jemal, I'll ask. Your character, Octavian, has sort of just been in the underworld searching for keys, and you bumped into this vessel that you know has a key in it. It just happened to be empty for the most part, and when you actually found some signs of quote unquote life, it began to attack you. Most of them were cybernetic organisms that would attack you without regard or concern for your person. And you kind of found yourself in a maze inside of this vessel. May I ask, what would your next steps be? Would they be to try to find an escape, to try to go around these entities, or will you attack them until they push too much on you?
So,
Mhm.
me personally, I would try to, I think, disguise myself. Oh no, I will turn myself invisible. I have such option. I will
Oh,
try to avoid those enemies and find the exit through following all those, for example, steps, other things, you know.
right. So going invisible actually does protect you from being spotted, but there's one issue that does occur. They start funneling through. So once you are spotted, because invisibility doesn't exactly outright protect you from being um, located, but being spotted is definitely much more difficult in this case. And with these robotic eyes, it seems that they have no way to fight back on that idea. They can't seek you out with such ease as they did once before that invisibility. And I'll say that you found yourself in a funnel. And this funnel kind of kept going around. Let's just think like a Super Mario pipes, just going up and down, left and around. And eventually you find yourself in a hall, just a hallway worth of a long walk, a straight long walk through the pipe. And in the middle of that pipe, you find that there is a gate, um, that if you try to open or jimmy it, it would open from the bottom. And while you do
Okay.
see the current state of what you see right here, um, you you do notice several things. You notice that there are machines in repair. They're currently fixing themselves. Looks like they're reattaching pieces onto themselves in a idle position, kind of betwixt the air on these crates, these massive towering crates, but you also spot several, well, regular organisms in place of cybernetic organisms. They start walking around. This fog is sort of dissipating now in this room, so it's becoming sort of clear. Do you? Well,
So, question.
Yes.
Are those robots which I see beside the living organism hostile? So are they hostile?
So the robots you have learned are hostile, those cybernetic individuals. But as these other individuals rush up to be in the center, I'm gonna hide Will for now for some reason. But they do seem to be interacting with a door.
So first of all, I try to. So as I understand, I am invisible at the current moment. Yes.
Yes, you're invisible, and you're about 80 feet above them.
Wait, he's on the ceiling?
He is in a pipe over you in the ceiling that you can't notice.
Okay.
So I'm casting dancing lights in order to send those lights towards those robots in order to distract them and take their attention from the door and go somewhere else.
Okay. So what's the first step? So you're gonna open the door, the gate. I'm assuming.
I will go near the gate. I will first of all look around the gate. Also try to find some kind of like signs, principle of the mechanism. So I'm going to use my insight check.
But you're looking for signs, right? That would be.
I'm looking for anything specific that will tell me about this door.
About what?
About the door. About the gate.
About the door. Okay, so you're inside, and you said you're gonna turn on a light.
Yes.
Okay. What light are you using?
Dancing lights.
Oh, dancing lights. Okay,
light,
great. So yeah, with the dancing lights, it's clear to see that there aren't any signs or images or notes that directly inform you of the door. All you see is this latch.
Okay. So I turn around, facing back the door, and try to look around and find something interesting. Just I'm observing surroundings.
You're just checking it out. Okay. Well, all you see is the latch, and again those it's you can see through the door itself, this hatch. So you actually see all of this that we see in the map. But what you also notice is opening the door may make noise, probably not loud enough. It honestly wouldn't be that big of a deal. The only thing is the drop to get down would be an issue.
So I think that I'm trying to open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I understand correctly, in order to open the door, I need to get down, but getting down is hard.
Getting down is difficult, yes. There's about 80 feet from you to where those other individuals are in the center. And if you were trying to jump to one of those crates, those containers, these massive containers that are lined in an array here, they would be probably the closest thing for you to jump to is only about 30 feet away from you.
So I'm jumping directly over 80 feet, but I'm casting a feather fall on myself.
Oh, great. So yeah, so with that, you slowly fall down, right over Danny and no, I said Danny, Kuiko, Imandolia, and Furball, and the destroyed robot. As this happens, I just have to see if these things notice you. They have disadvantage. They are repairing themselves. Nope, they don't notice you. But Danny, Kuiko is currently in front of these pair of doors. Did you want to interact with them? Did you want to try opening them, check them out?
Originally, I was gonna ask Will for that,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess I'll just try and nudge the door open.
All right. Yeah. Let me get a strength check.
Okay.
Athletics would work. If you'd like.
No, it's just okay. Never mind.
You trying to pry it open, or you're just trying to test it, just to see if it's open?
I can nudge it open.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to pry it open, like with your brute strength. I don't know.
Do I have? Oh wait. 17.
17. Actually, yeah, you unlock one of the doors. It was locked, but you pop the lock, and the door opens to one of the doors. Which door did you open? The one to the left or the one to the right? North or east? I mean, east or west?
The east, I guess.
Okay. You see a short bow there in a pedestal, and just as soon as you see that short bow, you hear clink, and then the sound of something falling and then not falling immediately, and that's odd because usually it's accompanied with a drop or a smack of a sound, but also you know that there are things that could mitigate that. But yeah, you may feel free to investigate. As soon as you grab the bow, is when you hear the noise. The noise.
If I try to grab the bow.
I mean, do you try to grab the bow?
I mean, yeah, I'll try and grab the bow.
Okay, yeah, it's yours. It's in your hand. It's a nice magical bow. It looks as if someone has delicately written Arcana script all over the beech wood of the short bow, but other than that, the handle is kind of ostentatious. But yeah, it seems just like a regular bow. By this point, Octavian.
So should I just enter short bow?
I mean, before you could even do that, Kuiko,
Right.
Octavian does arrive to everybody, to which Imandolia does raise a gun up to point at. And I'm sure Furball is currently growling as you kind of land over the three of them. Octavian, do you say anything as you're falling? Do you do anything?
So, as I understand, I fall near Kuiko and two other guys, yes?
I'm sorry?
So, as I understand, I'm near Kuiko and Furball in the center.
Yes. You are gonna land right there on them. You're just avoiding landing on them specifically. But yes.
So, do I see the magic bow? So first of all, before saying everything, I just observe them.
Yeah, you see a bow. It's hard to tell if it's magical just off a glance, but it isn't too bad to assume that. You do see script all over it, as if someone, again, took their time to delicately write down a bunch of stuff on there. I'm going to put your character there, just so we have a reference, and you may put yourself specifically where you prefer.
Okay, so I'm saying that world looks very interesting, my friend. You are messing with the magic.
Okay, this is why. Okay, Kuiko holds the bow and steps back a little. What are you?
You shall not be afraid, young girl, I suppose. My name is Octavian. I am a member of one of the magical schools who is trying to solve the issues in this, let's call it place or factory, whatever. And I'm giving you a hand for a handshake.
Kuiko also extends her hand, being very cautious still, but gives a handshake.
So, I am, yes, after the handshake, I'm looking, while I'm giving you a handshake, I'm looking in your eyes and very slowly asking you this question. What's brought you here?
Before that question is answered, what brought you here? Could we know what Octavian looks like?
Yes, please.
So, Octavian is a young man, like 19 years old, who is wearing red clothes, but not like red, but more of a dark color. Has a cape on his head and holding his magical stuff in one hand. And on his armor there is sitting a raven. He's familiar.
Wait, over his armor there's what?
Can you repeat once more?
Over his armor there's...
What is the animal?
A raven.
A raven.
A raven.
Okay. All right. Great. Yeah. Sounds nice. And Kuiko, could you do us a favor? Just tell us. Danny, could you tell us what Kuiko looks like in a quick fashion?
Okay, let me open up my files.
What? Other than Kuiko,
I wrote that. She is just a human with a... Wait, I just realized how complicated it is. Imagine a human with long black hair and is having a carpet over her, covering herself. Don't ask why.
She's wearing pretty heavy armor. Kuiko is accompanied by a wolf of a blue color, fur, and there is also a half dragonborn, half lizard folk with her. He's the one pointing a gun, metallic revolver at you. One that he's now sort of bringing down, but is still pointed at your general direction, just not at you anymore. And he sort of seemed tense when you arrived, but when you land and ask what brought you here, asking Kuiko, he kinda just looks and inspects and waits. But yes, Kuiko, you may answer the question, what brought you here?
I find it funny that the first person you ask isn't the person with the gun, but the person in a carpet.
In a carpet?
Farming guard isn't as dangerous as you might think. So I'm allowed to visit the state. You should just don't point at me, okay? I'm a hostile.
No, I recognize you as a mystic. Right?
Is that even Doria?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I'm going to do something great. It doesn't mean that I'm hostile towards you. We are here with the same problem, I think. Look around. There are robots, there are some other hostile entities. Don't you agree?
Okay, I'll be real. Your mic is... I can't hear like half of what you say whenever you speak.
So, I will repeat once again. Now can you hear me?
Yes, that's actually better.
So, when he says he's saying that you are the mystic, I answer to him, yes, I am a magical. I guess I am a mystic, but it doesn't mean that I will be hostile towards you. And you should not point your gun at me.
I lean over to Imandulia and ask, "What's a mystic?"
They're magicians.
Mystic is a person. Mystic is a person with magical abilities, and I cast dancing rice on my hand to demonstrate a little bit of magic.
Who sent you down here?
I see.
So, now, tell me your name. The lizard, I think.
I'm
Close enough.
And I approach him a little bit closer.
I'm Ima Andolia. I'm from the core. I'm currently on vacation, if you could believe it. But I think we're aligned.
I want to roll this side check to check if you asked about the vacation.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like 15.
Roll it on the D20. Just add it the modifier.
Yes, it's 15. Yes, it's 15 after the addition of the modifier.
I'm sorry.
It's 15 after the modifier.
Oh no, yes, but roll it on the roll 20 for us, please. Just roll the D20 and then add the modifier. Since we're recording on the roll 20, I know you're using the D&D Beyond, but we can't see it there. What's the modifier on that?
But element 6 is 17.
I'm sorry? Yeah, you should be able to. Whenever you just do the roll. But yes, with 17, yeah. They actually did take some time off, from what you can tell. They have on them one of those those tags that you put on when you go to like one of those underground bars, and then like it checks for like a little light to see if like, oh, did you come in here and pay already? Yeah, he does have one of those things on him. You couldn't tell that they were on vacation prior to whatever mess they got themselves into. But he does continue and says, bumping into friends was fortuitous for me, seeing they saved my life down here. But what got you into the underworld?
First of all, before answering this question, I noticed that I think you got some kind of a mess now, because I suppose you have been relaxing, you have been on vacation, but something really interesting has happened. And what about me? I'm just here to solve issues with certain entities, magical entities, which can be very, very dangerous. It's all that I can tell you at this current stage, and at this current moment.
Oh, you're trying to find the key to? Kuiko interjects.
Yes, I'm trying to find this floor. But why do you need it?
We're also on a mission to find the key to shut off all the entrances and exits to the underworld.
And who has sent you on this mission?
The Queen and Lefiova. Ririsu, context for him.
I just listened to her, nodded a little bit, and said this. Okay, it's understandable. But I also want to roll this side check to check if she lies about it.
Yeah, of course. Roll for me.
There's gonna be a lot of insight check, isn't there?
24.
Great.
Yes, you can check it.
Oh, I have to compete. I'm not hiding anything, so it's fine. You can pass with that one if that happens.
No, yeah, actually, they're honest. So
So you are honest. You aren't lying, as I understand.
if you don't mind, would you show us your your symbol? And he does pull out from his like around his neck. He has this the effigy of a small conch, and it's blue. And as he kind of just shakes it about a bit, there is a glyph that appears, and that glyph it signifies that he is a proper member of the Blue Coral Corps.
Okay, I'm showing the symbol. My symbol for a little bit. And you understand that.
Yeah, what would the mystic symbol be? You could canonize it right now.
Make it like a cheese cube or something.
Oh no.
It's like the symbol of the mystic. My mystic is like a phoenix, but like a dark red. The color of my color.
The color what?
The color of my clothes.
Okay.
Red.
So yeah, and it also does have a little glyph glowing off of it once you move it about a little bit. The same effect, very similar to what the conch had. And to that they're satisfied. And they say, well, now that we know we're in good company, we should move out before these things finish up. And he points the gun up to the robots that are kind of coming into light more because there's this fog that is lifting.
Okay.
In the meantime,
and on the way, please tell me more about the team. And I start to move a little bit slowly with that.
Is this way, buddy? But yeah, Kuiko, what do you do?
can I while they are talking, just stash the shortbow for now?
Yeah, just put it around you, right? There is another door there if you guys wanted to interact with it. It's just the opposite end. It's on the west.
Yeah. I walk over there while stealing glances to Octavian.
Okay.
And go over to open the door.
Yeah, it is locked. Like
okay,
the other
where
one.
are you, Will? Where are you?
Where are you, Will? He's still messing around with buttons.
Okay, that's fair.
He did turn around and press another button last time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am looking at Kuiko and I just use cast on her message and say to her that we need to move on now.
Wait, say the message again.
We need to move now.
No, let's check this door real quick. There's no other door in this hallway, right?
No, it's just that one door.
Okay.
So what do you do to open it? Do you try to jam it open again?
Do you remember back in session 2?
Yes.
I got a fire of slime acid.
Do it.
I'll do it.
Do it. Free. It's open. There is, I forget how it's called. But if you imagine a small scythe or a hand axe, hand pick. This is what this is.
Harvesting tool.
Yes, very similar to that. More meant for breaking of rock, but with the functionality of also being able to puncture someone deep into their skull without much effort. You can imagine.
So it's a scythe.
Yeah, it's more a pick. It's
the head of the scythe.
Here, I have the thing here that I can specifically say what it is. Yep, it is a simple war pick.
Okay, that makes it easier.
And this is the other item that is found in this location. Yeah, and that's it. So you grab it and walk away with Imandolia, who's looking. He's waiting, but looking at Octavian, who's walking away. Furbol's kind of also following them, and once.
Oh, we go downwards.
Yeah, they're going. Everyone's going down this way.
Yes.
It's the only way.
Okay, let's go. I head towards the central area.
Yeah. So let's head towards the central area. I'll only copy all of this. Just 1 second. That is a copy. And I'm going over here. And I'm going to send you guys to...
A shadow well.
No. The shadow. Oh, no. No, I'll take you guys to the next part of the map, which is just where you were before. So that's not too bad. Yay. You guys are back here.
Back here.
Roll's non-existent.
Oh no. He died.
No, he didn't die. I grabbed the wrong one. How about...
Wait. Oh, did you change your avatar?
What is going on?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Okay, great. I that was my fault. Then
Nice.
I deleted it by mistake. I didn't know that was yours. I thought I grabbed something else.
Yeah.
As you guys enter into this area, you actually see all the vessels that are here. They start flying away. At least they kind of were flying away slowly. They were moving in a slow manner, but you see them one by one. Just start like they're leaving. All besides the one, and all of them were all in the corner over here. And for reference, as you guys enter this room, the side door sort of just the door, this massive bay door opens sideways through both the corners as it is alerted to your approach and allows you access. The sight you see in this hangar bay is, well, odd to some of you because you didn't know, or you realized before earlier, at least Kuiko and Imandolia do, that it was clean here. And now there's a lot of mess. There are pieces of metal scattered about. There's there's a lot of things in this array. And there's a body in the center. And currently both Ixta on this ship and Digger are looking out over the railing at the dead body, and Digger is the first to spot you, and he messages you because you're not close enough. They're still in the air. He messages you, Kuiko, through the communicator. He says, the other one fell, and he's not looking too good.
Wait, fell as in fell unconscious or fell down the ship?
Digger says, when the ship got jostled, all the ships were basically taken to the roof, to the ceiling, pardon. And in that crash, he didn't, with a broken arm, he couldn't hold on. There's just nothing we could do. There's just nothing we could do. So he says.
Hearing that, Kuiko immediately runs forward with the dead body. Well, the unconscious body, hopefully.
Yeah, he's there. He's already had his death saves. He's gone.
No.
They seem lifeless, but they do have a massive golden sword next to their hand.
But now, Kuiko would try to carry him back onto the ship.
The ship is in the air.
Yes, I have a high-rise prototype.
You're gonna
So
use a charge on the high-rise prototype to get him up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you do so then.
So I approach this body and try to investigate it, like what happened to it and etc. etc.
Yeah,
Okay. To quickly explain what happened. Basically, we turned off the ship engine, the entire ship engine that we are on for like.
Is this
3 seconds.
Kuiko saying this?
No, in the players, I guess.
Oh, okay. Now let the investigation give him what he's gonna
Okay.
get. But if Kuiko says it, different story.
Okay then.
So let me know. I don't know.
Okay, I'll let you investigate.
Yes.
I do investigate check also, and I have I did something incorrect. I have a 15.
Okay. So yeah, 15. It is clear that as this person fell, they called their name Rothgar. I think maybe Kuiko utters as she's going to
Oh no!
pick
Wait,
them up. What?
that's not playing.
That's the one that fell. That's the one.
Okay.
That's the one that fell. That's how he wanted to die.
It's like in anime where they just kill off unnecessary characters.
That's what they asked. They asked for I want to fall off a ship. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
Okay.
But what you can tell for sure, Octavian, is that as they were already an injured individual, they seem to know their place on a ship easily. So this would be an odd occurrence to happen. But as they were already damaged, a fall from that high isn't healthy, especially if you're already hurt. But with them, you can tell that their arm was broken. When they fell, they kind of were sliced by their weapon that they actually held on to, and the crash of the fall finished the job.
Ouch.
So he just fell off.
Yeah, he fell off from the ship, is what it looks like. But the force that would require for this kind of fall seems kind of sketchy. It require a lot more force than what this height would allow. But yet again, you are in a moving location, and prior to you bumping into your new friends, you did notice the ship almost forcing you to the ceiling a bit, and then back down almost immediately. But since you were in a pipe, it wasn't. It didn't affect you too much. You just got jostled around a bit. But it does sound consistent with what these.
So I rolled to cast detect magic, but through the ritual.
Sure.
The what?
You cast detect magic as a ritual?
Yes.
Yes. Sure. It takes 10 minutes, and then an action. I'm assuming, right?
I wonder how you will convince Kuiko to let the body just stay there.
Well,
So I just
on the ship.
happened.
Oh, on the ship. Never mind.
So yeah, they would bring down the rope ladder for you guys if you wanted. Kuiko shoots up there with his jetpack, and while Imandolia goes back. No, Imandolia stays down with Furball. You go up. Imandolia says, yeah, you may if you want. If you, I don't know. But you go up the ladder, I'm assuming. Then, right?
Yes, I don't.
Great.
I don't have it.
And then you start casting a spell. It on the ship. You do see on the helm currently is a wolf being. One that is very large. And then the other is slightly smaller than them, but another wolf being as well, wolf folk. That's not what they call themselves, but they definitely interact with Kuiko as if they know them very well. And they the digger fella, he asks you, like, where'd you come from?
What he asked us?
I'm sorry.
What the last?
I can't hear you.
What was the question?
The question.
I'm not hearing any of that. Not at all.
The question. He's asking the question.
What's the question? The question that Digger asked is, how'd you get here? That's what he asked.
I looked at him and said that I have arrived with my friends, with my colleagues, but they were unfortunately either lost or dead.
Sorry to hear. Where you from?
I understand. So I, frankly speaking, I have been living in Paris for the years.
All right.
Yes. And you, where are you from?
Make a insight check for me, Octavian.
Okay.
I will also make a roll. Okay. Kuiko, you may also make an insight check as they're interacting. This digger fella is looking at you in an odd manner. He scratches his neck, and to you don't get anything. They roll just over you, unfortunately, Kuiko. But
It's fine.
Octavian, you see as they start rubbing at their collar, their neck and collar, and then you see them kind of just grab at a pendant on them. You see on that pendant that it is ivory, and on the pendant itself, it looks like there's an imprint of a paw with an X mark in the center. The X is red, but the paw itself is just an imprint lay and still ivory. The whole rest of it is ivory. This is a symbol of the Court of Horns.
Court of Horns?
Yeah, they kind of just tuck it back in, and they look at you and they say, "Mystic, huh?"
Yes, but I want to clarify one thing. So their mark is the Court of Horns, yes?
Yes, they have one around their neck, and they blatantly showed you.
I just messaged them that you should be careful showing that symbol. And then I just get closer to them, and from side it looks like I'm pressing my sleeves, but in reality I'm showing them the symbol.
Great. As you notice, their glyphs sort of glow very oddly different than any of those symbols would be. A Court of Horns member would recognize this slightly off symbol. That's exactly what you have, and thus corroborating you guys are together. You guys are part of the same crew.
Okay, that's great.
Other than that, you see them relax, and they say, "Oh, great! This guy's cool. I think I've seen him around in Lipsy, probably in my travels there, Kuiko. I promise you."
I see. She is still going over the cliff of Rafra.
Yeah. At this point, I'm sure you cast Detect Magic, right?
Yes, I already did. So,
Yeah.
but through the rituals, so I don't fully lose my action.
Sounds good. And as you cast Detect Magic, a couple things light up. First, the vessel you're on has traces of magic in it. Very subtle. It seems that the magic is not what is dependent on to fly, but it still requires some to make whatever it does happen. Other than that, you do see on the hand of Kuiko, they carry this gauntlet.
Glove.
Yeah, is a bone gauntlet, and that is beaming with energy of the magical persuasion. They just put a bow over their shoulders. That also is magical. And if Kuiko, you're still holding on to that war pick.
To be fair, basically the entire being of Kuiko is beaming with magic because of 12 magical items he showed him.
The 12 magical items on Kuiko are lighting up.
Inside the backpack, some of them.
Oh, she's just beaming. She's just bright. You can see that Ima Andolia has both his weapons have trace magic, but they aren't not magical. And they also have everybody here has on their ear a communicator of some sort, and this is a magical communicator of some sort.
Okay, that's nice. Then I approach Kuiko. Is she sitting?
You just approach Kuiko.
Now, so I am asking you the question: is she sitting or standing? Because it's important.
Wait, say that slowly, that last part.
Is she sitting?
Is she I really should help.
Is she sitting?
Sitting.
Yes,
She's-
probably over Rakar. Like
So-
next to him.
I sit. I approach Kuiko and ask the question: where are we going now?
Oh, we're still trying to find the key, so we're going to try the other routes around here.
Before too much, approaching Hrothgar's body, that golden sword is bright. Is as bright as the other magical items around.
The sword of the body of the dead body.
Over the dead body, yep.
Do
Yes.
you know that weapon? Do you know anything about that weapon? And I'm showing I'm aiming my finger towards the golden sword.
Wait, are you asking about the sword?
Yeah, he's asking if you know anything about it.
Wait. Did Kuiko ever see Rakar wielding that sword?
He never used it in your presence, but he did have it in his hilt.
That's fine. Because I didn't look. No, I don't remember him using that.
So I have the question: does this golden sword have dark energy, some sort?
In the sense that
Would are you saying that, or are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you as Jemal, not as the character.
Yeah. Make let's see.
Arcana check.
I don't know. I'm trying to decipher which one would be best for this one.
It's dark magic.
I think, yeah, maybe Arcana would be the best option.
26.
26.
Jesus Christ.
Inherently,
Yes, I was shocked at this.
This will still be like
inherently, this item does not carry any evil. Has it done evil? Possibly. Is it going to do future evils? Probably. As this thing seems to growl in an ethereal way that only Octavian can hear, that only you can sense. It sounds similar to the roar or the rough clearing of the throat of a massive dragon.
And then when I suddenly feel that strong presence, I catch my head like I feel somehow a headache, let's say, and you can notice it. And then I suddenly rush to the center of the ship of the room and cry out loudly. Don't dare to touch that sword. It might be cursed. And I'm pointing towards the golden sword.
Wow, another cursed item.
I will say with a 26, you know it isn't cursed.
So
might be cursed.
I'm just saying to them. I'm just telling them about.
No, yeah, I'm sure, because it still might be cursed. Just because you know it's not cursed doesn't take away from you feeling those feelings. But yes, yeah. What else do you guys do as all this happens? You see Emandolia kind of pace around, check the area, but other than that, nothing more.
Probably to look Wafcon in a safer area along with the sword, so that he doesn't fall off again.
Okay. Right.
And then after that, Kuiko is going to turn to Octavian and ask, "So, do you want to come with?" Do you want to come with at finding the key?
I wish to find the key as you. I wish to find it because I see it as the way to solve all those countries.
Okay, do you know what it looks like by any chance?
Do I?
Yeah, you've seen a key be used before. There was specifically one person trying to take away a key that you were after with the group that you were with prior to arriving here. You felt it was not worth attacking them as they kind of were walking around with an army. But as they bumped into this key and you bumped into their soldiers ran away and reached the army, and which is why you kind of just talked to them, try to convince them to probably give you the key, and they kindly said you could walk away or you could be devoured. And in that instance, you felt maybe it's not worth the fight, but you saw the key in their hand.
Yes, I saw it.
It was in the shape of a wand, very oddly looking, but you can tell that although the base of it, where the grip is slightly thicker than what most all wands are, the tip of it, where the magic is expelled from, that always has some kind of specific key feature that may act as what it needs to be. But yeah, you've seen these keys. These keys are just wands.
Yes, I said that I saw it, but I don't describe it.
You say it's what?
Describe it.
I say that I saw it, that I know how it looks like, but I don't continue to describe.
Okay, not the first time. Okay, that would be a lot of help. So I guess I'll be counting on you.
So quick question. Do you describe that wand though?
No.
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay.
Because she hasn't talked to me.
Just checking. Okay, thank you. So yeah.
Okay, let's go. And she go back down the ship.
And I'm going towards those two wolves, I think, werewolves or something like that. And I sit with them and just start checking.
You speak to whom?
The one with the side.
Digger. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you ask him?
How has been your journey, my friend?
I'll be honest with you. We've been stuck here for a while. Coming up to a couple months now.
That must be very good.
Nothing too bad. It isn't our first trip here. It's just this time we can't find our exit out. It seems that our last way out of this place is no longer viable. It's collapsed.
And now I see this question. So can you tell me how you assembled this team, or how this team was assembled? Where you found, for example, Kuiko or that guy from the blue card?
Well, Kuiko I know from before I was awake. But yeah, no, they're good people. They're really trying to help out the underworld, and that's good because then that mean our mission's over. But yeah.
I understand. Okay, we shall do something. We shall do great things for this planet, for the whole universe, I think. And I just I showed him.
Yeah. And we'll try to get there fast with this thing as soon as we finish repairing it. Ixta's working on the engine. It took a bit of a beating getting over here. The rest of the ships are fine. They said they'll search around and make sure that we aren't being bothered. You could tell Kuiko that.
Okay, can you tell me, is there any separation for me? Because I'm still new guy here.
If there's what?
Some separate room for me.
A separate. I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Some kind of free room.
Again, I'm not hearing the word. It keeps cutting off.
Some kind of free room.
Free room?
Yeah.
He kind of looks at the inside of the ship and he's like, yeah, there's a lot of space inside here. He kind of just opens the this barricade that seems to have a steel slat that kind of just goes up over the wall a bit. And he's like, yeah, just go down there. There's some cots down there. There's no rooms, but there is space. Nobody's taken it over. The people that had this ship, I can guarantee you, are probably dead.
I tell you, I thank him that one in one of those empty spaces. Sit on the floor and start praying, meditating, and after like 5-10 minutes, I use my raven, my eyes above wide, and with the help of the raven, I start to observe the whole ship, if it's possible.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yes,
you go for 10 minutes in there.
Yes, for 10 minutes I pray, and I also, after the prayer, I also send my raven, and with his eyes try to observe everything on the ship and here.
Yeah.
So you're trying to spy on this ship using a raven for 10 minutes?
What do you?
No, are you just asking that? Or may say it that
I can hear you. You know what have you asked?
Are you observing the ship for 10 minutes with a raven?
No, I observed in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes playing, 5 minutes observing.
Yeah, it's broken up. But yeah, you spend 10 minutes, and Kuiko, you wait 10 minutes outside.
Can I just try and test the ball real quick?
Yeah.
I can see if it's still usable.
It is.
Usable condition or something.
It is. It is in pristine condition. It is just a short ball.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that I send my raven in the place where I have other career members also.
Repeat that for me.
So I send a raven after 5 minutes of praying over the crew members.
To them, okay. All right.
Yes.
So then you get a raven in a bit, Kuiko. Looking at your bow.
I look at the raven and go, Octavian's raven. What is it doing?
Raven is coming to you and starts to petting you, starts to be cute. Okay.
No, that's fine. Is something wrong? She asked the raven.
And Raven send no, but not with Bismarck, but with the heaven.
Then she just ignores it and, in the meantime, try not to show.
Do you observe the raven?
Say that again.
Do you observe the raven?
Do I what?
Do you observe? Do you look at the raven?
Yes, I just steal a glance and ask, what are you doing here? Just ply it.
So the thing is that should we let her roll the side check because there is some significant difference in the rating.
Yeah,
Let's
go
see.
ahead.
Wait, should it be archive? Okay, the one is fine. A 19.
So you notice that Raven's eyes are white.
And what?
Raven's eyes color has changed. It's white.
Is there a reason for it?
Is there a reason?
Yes.
What's the reason?
And what is the reason?
You know that it's changed, but you don't know the reason.
As a player, can I at least know it so that I don't get a heart attack when it does get revealed? I mean, it's fine if you try to hide.
What's the effect? Are you seeing through their eyes at the moment?
Communicate with them, that's fine.
So if you kind of check, then I can answer you. You know?
No, the Karna is pretty good. It should be enough.
Okay. Then you understand that there might be a chance that I'm looking at you through the raven's size.
I have a chance of noticing that you are looking through me through the raven's eye.
You have an inkling.
Okay. Just an inkling.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't mind.
You don't know what that is, but it just feels like you are being watched, obviously, because it's looking at you. But as all this is happening, you see Exta go from the center of the ship. He spots the body of Hrothgar, and he sees that there's this beautiful, opulent weapon there. Grabs it, he kind of just throws it overboard, and it like lands on the ground. Just there, further from where you guys were, under the ship, and then Ixa says, "Kuiko, use that. It seems strong."
So can I see?
Yeah, you see that he throws it over. This is about the time that you're about to go down.
So I immediately leave the raven and rush out of the room towards the door and shouting, Don't you dare to move. Don't you dare to move.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Don't you dare move. He said that.
I left the raven and its eye colors has returned to the normal, and I rushed out of the room towards the orb, or whatever.
Okay.
I pick up the sword.
And I just say to him not to move.
To Ixta, the one who threw the sword, right?
To the guy with the sword, yes.
Okay. He's looking at you confused. Why?
This weapon might be cursed, and it is huge and dangerous. You need to drop it.
I already threw it. He kind of points to the ground.
It's on the ground.
He already tossed it. Like he just grabbed it and like threw it overboard just because he didn't want to go down.
Don't touch it, because it can be very dangerous. Because it has some very strong magical pests in it.
Okay, how far can voice travel? Can they travel over 80 feet?
No, you don't hear us. But you did pick up the sword.
Yeah, I just pick it up, look back up to see Exta and Octavian.
And they're like arguing at each other, kind of, not really. This Ixta fella, you can tell even without insight check, because your passive insight should be good enough. They are not fully connected mentally as the digger fella would be.
Wait, connected?
He's an idiot.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I pick up the sword. There's nothing wrong.
No, nothing wrong when you pick up the sword.
I look back up at Exta and use the portable communications device and ask, What?
What do you say?
I just say what?
Oh, okay. What? What?
She looks at the sword and just slowly puts it in the bag for now.
You hear after that, what? This guy says it might be cursed.
The moment she said that, she drops the sword.
Oh my god!
It's already in your bag the moment he says
that. Okay. She just stares blankly.
Can I say it that she puts it in the bag?
Make a perception check. With a disadvantage as you're talking to Ixta about it.
That is hilarious.
So just roll 2d20.
1 minute, I will.
Okay.
So it's 6.
6. No, yeah, you don't notice her grab at it. But you definitely hear him say that that he says is cursed.
And then I go towards him, towards Kuiko, and ask, young man, tell me where is the sword?
Yes, you just do that. You just go,
Don't lie to me, because you might mess with a very strong nature, which you have never encountered.
I wouldn't say that, because the things that she had on, she's been messing with very strong magic.
Okay. So it might be very dangerous for you. Do you understand it?
Try to be careful.
Repeat?
I'll try to be careful. Since it's always in her bag, if she isn't going to touch it, then she can't exactly leave her bag.
Ima Andolia says, if you guys are worried about that thing, I'll take it. It just looks like a crest. Here.
A
Let me
crest?
tell you.
Yeah.
But let me
Look at
tell
it.
you-
It looks
Let
just
me tell
like
you
your bow. It's all bright and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, show me. Stop. 1 minute. Let me tell you why I think that it might be very dangerous. Because when I was searching for the magical presence, I felt very strong essence from that sword, and it felt like it was living and it was calling me to do something with it. But I don't understand the what.
Do you come down?
Do you hear me?
Do you come down by that point? Right?
Yeah, you're just like, I mean,
Oh, okay, yeah, because you were there. That's what I'm talking about.
it's like anything on the ship, yelling down. I mean, that's more.
What
mean-
is the answer?
What do you do? Do you like give Imandolia the sword? Do you show it to Octavian? What is it?
Okay, so let me think about what Kuiko would do in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who has a proof that they are a mystic that appeared like an hour ago, told her that a sword of her now dead friend's sword is possibly cursed, and we want her to dispose of it. And she's going to fly back up to the ship.
Can you repeat that one?
You're going to fly back up?
Yes, and then head into the ship.
Okay. And then
put it in a crate or something.
put it in a crate.
Like just, yeah, for now. Like shove it in and.
Imandolia is yelling. He's like, "We're about to fight things, probably. What are you doing?"
It's better to be safe than to be cursed. Oh, come on, yeah.
Fuck that! I
Remembers what
dealt with
happened.
curses before. Give me that thing.
She remembers what happened with this.
Stop. I have a question. What name did you said it is a big wolf? Yes?
Digger is a big wolf.
It's a big wolf with the symbol, yes?
I'm sorry. Is the big wolf what?
With the symbol.
Yes. Digger had the symbol. Yes.
I put my hand on him and calmly say, my friend, you need to understand the one very important thing.
Oh, the one speaking
The
here,
one talking is
Imandolia. He's the lizard folk, the half
the
lizard,
brown.
half dragonborn.
Oh, yes. So I put my hand on the lizard and say, my friend, you need to understand one thing. Not all the power is good. Not all the power can help us. Some of it might destroy us. And believe me, we are all powerful enough to resist those hostilities. We don't need potentially cursed weapons. Do you understand? So I try to persuade him.
He looks to you. You don't need to roll because he looks to you and he says he's unpersuadable in this moment, and he will say to you, I don't know what it is about that sword that you fear, but it sounds like a gift to me. It has a song to it. Do you not hear it?
Okay, hearing that can Kuiko try and hear the song with a
So
check or something.
I cast message on Kuiko and tell her he is under the effects of the sword. He is charmed. We need to stop him.
Can Kuiko try and hear for the song or whatever he's talking about?
You don't hear anything. But you may make an insight check, Octavian, on Imandolia. But Kuiko does not hear anything from this thing. You're not casting a spell on it, right? You're just trying to listen.
21.
21. There is no charm effect on this being. They have yet to touch the sword, in fact. But as they are draconic. You don't happen to know draconic, do you?
I don't know Draconic. I know Elvish, Mystical, and Dwarvish.
Okay.
Hey, Celestial.
So from that growl, that noise you heard from there after casting detect magic, and then perceiving this thing, yeah, you heard something. But what you heard was undecipherable because you couldn't understand the language or whatever it was trying to utter, if it was trying to utter anything. What they're saying, this Imandolia person, they seem certain that there's nothing wrong with the sword, and in fact would be useful or could aid in some way. They just don't know about it yet.
And I said, I have this question. He's the blue. He's from Blue Corps.
He is the blue coral core is what he is. He's essentially like the cops of the planet, but he's on vacation. So
Do I have any authority on him?
you technically do not, because he's on vacation.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he
That's the
wasn't
actually.
on vacation, you technically would.
So I sent message to the Kuiko, and I step in the face of the reptile and say, "Please don't do it. You don't know what you are facing."
For some reason, I keep hearing you say the Kuiko, and I keep laughing because it's like you're referring to Kuiko as a race of gnomes or something. I don't know.
What?
The Kuiko.
I say D Kuiko too sometimes. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It sounds okay.
But yeah.
Well, now let's just put this here until further inspections. If we sit here, we can find out later. We're not in that much danger for now, anyway. She tells that to Imandolia and Octavian.
So what do? You show him the sword?
No,
Throw the
she's
sword in a crate and locked it up.
she's tucked it away. There's nowhere to lock it in the thing, but you can tuck it away for sure. In the Turtleback Fort, this ship. But
Yes.
when you do come down, they do say, well, what about that pickaxe you have then? Is that something that we found? The thing that we found?
Yeah. She picks up the pickaxe. I mean, it just looks like a
You know how to
She just
use
holds it up.
weapons? He looks to you, Octavian.
I know simple weapons, if that counts.
Yeah, but you have all the weapons. You don't need any more.
My weapon is my magic, but I also have a dagger.
Okay, you don't want to use that thing? That might be magical. I don't know. I can't tell.
As a player, I'm gonna tell you the amount of
It's
magical
just
items.
simple dagger.
Yeah. Anybody want to go?
As a player, I'll just tell you the amount of magical weapons this DM picks up is absurd, but it's not 100%. So take that as your consideration as a semi-meta game. But it's a pick found in a flying fortress in a chest behind a locked door.
She offers me the weapon.
Well, no, Imandolia is asking if you want it, and Kuiko is waiting for your response.
About which weapon? The golden sword.
No, we're
pickaxe.
the pick.
A pickaxe she found in a chest. Or like
It was in a
I
pedestal.
say no. Thank you. I don't need it.
That's fine. And
I'll take
just
it.
put. Oh, okay. She hands the pick over to Imanoli.
Starts swinging it right there in place. He's just okay. Yeah, this is better than this though, for sure. He's looking at the scimitar. Puts it away still.
Normally, everyone uses a gun, so I don't remember any being a big part of this game.
So he's looking at my stuff and saying that it's and insulting the game. Yes, insulting.
No. He's talking about the scimitar, his scimitar.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. What else do you guys do as you're here arguing the ethics of magical weapons?
Yeah. Remember, like on session 6, I got a note of haste.
You have a what?
A note of haste when we
Yes.
got from and if I use this in battle, is it an action?
Yes. No. No, it
Yeah,
isn't.
wait. So what is this?
It's a free action. You got 2 actions immediately after doing it.
Okay.
You just have to concentrate
it
on
doesn't count those spells, right?
Yeah.
Like no 2 spells as always.
Like what?
No 2 spells at the same turn.
You cannot do 2 spells. No.
Okay. Could be useful.
But yeah. You guys spend how long here do you think?
15 minutes.
15 minutes only?
I mean, we're just talking and throwing around weapons.
And then climbing up and down and then back and forth, finding dead bodies.
It's just Kuiko. Kuiko using the jetpack.
It was 10 minutes worth of praying. There was 10 minutes worth of magic making. So we're at least like at 40 minutes.
Half an hour. In a way, it doesn't matter.
Now I might continue conversation with Kuiko after this topic has settled down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm asking her where she is from, and so I just asked her to tell me about herself.
I am. Okay, this is a very good question because as a player, I told you she had amnesia at the start of the campaign. But
just say that you don't remember.
And she'll just say she has been adventuring with other passersby she has been meeting along the way.
I understand you. It's unfortunate.
What about you?
I'm just young, a young mystic from the school of Elixir. I am from the port, by the way.
Ah, I see. It's just a wizard thing, right?
Yes.
What Elixir school?
I really should at least meet up D&D wizards at some point.
Yeah, Mystic's a title, to be honest.
Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, let's go on an adventure.
Great. An hour happens, and you're attuned to this item.
What the hell? That is so overpowered.
Is it?
Wait, that's the sword bow?
That is a short bow. Yes.
Jesus Christ. Wait, it still uses spell slots, right?
No.
Wait, it doesn't use spell slots?
Oh no, yeah, it does. Sorry.
Oh god, that scared me, to be honest.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? No, it does use your spell slot.
Okay.
It is
it's a
game,
10% and not a Constitution save.
It is a game-breaking magical weapon. Yay! Imandoli also attunes to his magical weapon, and he says, "Whoa, whoa! Hey, this thing is cool."
Yeah, it looks very cool. She just looks at it outside. That is what a pristine status of a short bow.
He kind of sniffs at the weapon that he has, Imandolia, and he says, I don't know. This thing is weird. It's like it wants me to smash it into rock. So weird. I mean, I'm not
Don't
gonna.
tell how you possess and blind your mind.
Well, no, yeah, I could see it now. I could feel what it does. It's crazy. It's insane. I mean, I've never held a magical weapon before in my life, but I didn't think this is a crest. He kind of points it out. It looks like a mundane pick.
Wait, what does it mean? 10% chance to sleep first hit target. Does it pierce?
No, it doesn't pierce any target. But the first hit target.
Oh, it's an attunement.
Yes.
Okay, which did I not stop attuning?
You already tuned to it.
Can I use it? I have 3 attunements already.
Oh, you have 3 attunements? What are you tuned to?
Let's see. To be honest, a whole lot of stuff.
I'm like you. I don't think you have that many attunement weapons, attunement items.
Do you know how many items I have?
I don't know. That's what we're gonna figure out and probably divvy out because what the hell?
Okay, a hot longbow. That is definitely an attunement.
The ivory heart. Okay.
And then the high-rise prototype. I think that's an attunement.
Requires attunement. Does it say that?
Yes, requires attunement.
Then is attuned.
Hag Sorrow.
Hag's Sorrow is not attunement.
Mage Hand,
not attunement.
The branch.
Branch, not attunement.
The one of alliances.
One of alliances is not attunement.
The communication device.
Not attunement.
Wait, how do I have 3?
You don't. You gave them out.
Wait. The Guardian. The Shield of Mirror, is it attunement?
Don't remember. It would say on the thing.
No, it isn't. I guess I just miscounted.
No, it actually might be.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's your 3rd one. So yeah, you did not attune to this magical item then. So there.
I'll just be holding on to it then.
You are holding on to this item then. There you go.
Under the stars, while attuned to this weapon, cast 1 spell as a bonus action at any point.
So what are we doing with the spirit moment after the max?
Yep, Baker is typing.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
So what are we doing now? They have already used those weapons.
Well, before anything happens, because Imandolia notices that this is a magical weapon, he says, "Right, Kuiko, that bow might actually be magical. Are you sure you don't want to use this thing, my friend?"
She does fails and say, "Yeah, but I don't feel like I can handle it anymore. I don't know why."
No, he's actually pointing to the mystic. He's asking him if he wants to take it.
Oh yeah. Then Kuiko will look at Octavian and then ask, "You want this?" She holds out the bow.
I think I can handle this. I take this bonus, take that.
Okay.
Great. Do you spend an hour to attune to it?
I researched this bow.
It is magical, but unless you cast Identify or attune to it, you don't know what it does.
Yes.
I don't know. I can't have Identify, but I can use domestic language. I think.
You could use what? I'm sorry, I just didn't hear you.
Nothing. I I can. It's nothing. I try to find. I try to use it. I try different methods, different little magical tricks. I also cast on it dancing light to find any kind of symbol writing that says.
How many spell slots do you have, out of curiosity, as someone who has never played a wizard?
Dancing lights is a cantrip.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are way too many spells in this game.
Well, like, yeah. But do we spend time to attune to it though? Is my question.
If so, then
Because that could just be some time, or if you're tuning
it's an
into
attunement.
it, to use it proper would be a
Do you
whole
want to
hour.
attune to it?
I'm spending hours to research this spell.
There is
Okay,
no
have to do something.
yeah. There is no concern for time at the time being.
I will have to have Kuiko do something at the meeting.
Yeah, Kuiko's probably just taking a short rest then.
Furball, I have a plush toy. Nice, a miniature size of you.
Did no one took damage, right?
I have 1 less HP than my max HP.
Oh, okay. So that's not worth a hit die. How's Furball?
I think Furball took like poison damage from the gas.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
use hit dice?
He can, yes. He does have his hit die. I think he's a D6. He has
It's a D8.
D8, then he has 5 of them.
HP. I really have to clean this up. Wait, what if I take up at 28? HP. Wait, where's the multi-attack?
Multi-attack technically isn't on Furball. But
It's 2d4.
2d4?
Wait,
No.
what's the...
If you're looking for the hit die, give him a D8 for now, and you have 5.
No, I found the dice of Mystic Action. Whatever that is.
Mystic action.
Wait, quick question. The wolf has advantage on attack rolls against enemies if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet.
Yes.
If I'm within 5 feet of Furball,
Mm-hmm.
does he get advantage?
Yes. You have to be within 5 feet of the enemy as well. You have to flank them.
So,
But you don't have to flank
and-
with Kuiko. I mean, with Furball to give them the advantage.
Wait, the flank?
Yeah, you have to essentially flank, but you don't have to do full flank.
Oh,
Hmm.
can I be on top of Furball?
Do you think you could be? Both are
I
medium
don't
creatures.
know. I mean, it did work once when I fell down from the ceiling.
To save you.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Okay, another question.
Yes.
What is this attack on bites, firstly? Because it is getting confusing.
Attack on what?
He has bite attack, right?
Yes, he has a bite attack. Yes.
And what's the hit dice for that?
For the bite? Oh, I don't know. Does it not show you on there? Like, I could literally look it
Yes,
up.
but it suddenly got confusing because you mentioned that he was going to have the same number of attacks as Kuiko, but
Yeah, so he just makes the second attack. That's it. He just does the same
Oh.
attack. It's just with another thing. What is he? A dire wolf? Wolf?
yeah, well,
All right.
Oh, yes.
It's 2d4 to attack. His hit die is d8s. Yes.
+4 and strength of +5. Oh, items.
And he has 2 attacks. On the only on one of the attacks could he pull someone down. By the way.
Okay, that was what I was gonna ask. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I think it'd be best to play it as the last hit attack could bring someone down. Because it doesn't make sense to have the first
So,
hit
It's like 2%.
knock them down.
Considering how it. Okay.
But yeah, other than that, Octavian, I have added the wizard's wrist onto your character sheet since you're using it.
I have noted down the item. I have essentially determined that it's impossible to write most of us scenarios, and only the items and people.
Is it possible for what?
Never mind.
No, I just want to see those famous last words again.
No, I mean like because there is one thing that is a bit hard to keep track of. Like you remember that or something like that, and it's really hard to write that into a note without going back on past actions. So I can't exactly write notes to do that.
Yeah, I get it. But I'll always remind you in regards to Furbol's attacks and stuff, and if anybody's missing anything. I mean, we're only human and fallible, but we'll try our best. An hour passes, and everyone is now ready. I'm assuming, right?
Octavian, do you have something to say? Yes.
I have nothing to say.
How's
Okay, let's head out then.
how's the bowl feel? Asks Ima Andolia.
It has some strange kind of nature. And the rifle side can do the connection to the sword.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
Do I have any connection to the sword? Do I feel any connection to the sword?
The sword?
Yes. Also,
No,
what do I feel?
I'm not
I
hearing.
don't get it.
What do I feel?
What do you feel from the bow? Is what you're asking.
Yes.
You just feel connected to it. You feel like you understand what its purpose is. There are several things to it. It first, while you cannot cast a bonus action at the moment, feeling that there's a prerequisite for it,
No stars in the underground.
apparently, there is a chance that this could be utilized for
Risk and reward.
no, I want to say in the situation where you aren't trying to
Desperate.
outright murder people. In the careful situation where you need to have someone go to sleep on that first hit target of your long rest, you can assign it's just on your first hit target after each of your long rests. There's a chance that the music
no, it's just
coming
emphasis.
from this
Because
bowl, this magical bowl that emanates from it, that only again the person hit will hear, will be put to sleep.
I like how perfectly balanced is it compared to the ice pick. Between the range and the probability.
The ice pick isn't a magical weapon.
Wait, what?
It's not a magical weapon.
Wait, isn't magical items supposed to be like put special status effect on stuff?
I mean, there are many mundane things that do that as well. You're not sure what makes the ice pick work as it works.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it is not a magical item. It is not a magical weapon per se. But yeah, Octavian, you do get the sense that if you were to use this weapon and you meant to do no harm to the person after they are struck, then it would be a simple weapon to use. You need only
10%.
arrows to utilize it. You currently have no arrows.
So this bow is just very powerful weapon.
It's a very powerful weapon, yes.
It's 2d6 and a 10% chance to sleep on the first target hit. Well, no, the target that gets hit the first time, 10% hit to sleep.
It's very powerful weapon. This is all that I can say. And the sensation and the sense which I feel from the magical presence is very hard to explain. And it is very hard to handle, if you ask me. It's my personal opinion.
Kuiko walks over and asks, so do you have any arrows for that?
Anyone?
Arrows.
1 minute, let me check my bag.
Have I read that?
Actually, I don't, yes. I just have a dart.
You had them one arrow, as apparently there are infinite arrows in this game.
Do you?
I just hand them like 5 arrows.
Okay. You're about to hand him the arrows, Kuiko, and then you realize the arrows that you have are pretty long.
Oh, thoughtful. It needs a bolt.
No, just these short bow arrows.
That's the thing.
Yes, they are slightly shorter.
Okay, who has the woodworking kit?
Make intelligence checks, everybody. I'll have Imandolia do one as well.
Furball, go.
Furbal's not gonna.
Or just intelligence check?
Just intelligence check, yeah.
He got -2.
Good job,
Wait, he got a
Furball.
15. What?
Good job. I didn't ask Furball to make an intelligence check. The heck is Furball gonna come and tell you? Oh yes, I saw arrows over here. You remember seeing arrows just around the space where the sword was placed. Octavian.
He did fix.
So I have a 32 intelligence check.
Yeah. You remember where there were some arrows. There weren't many, but there were definitely some in the ship next to the sword.
So I go to the exact location and take arrow.
You get the arrows?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a d12, please.
Just this 12?
Just a d12.
Yes. You get used to it.
Okay, that will be 12 for 1 minute without any box.
I think it's how many arrows you find. Oh, nice.
11.
So you have 11 arrows.
Wow. I got lucky.
Yeah, it could have been
You
bad.
get used to it. It's actually pretty funny sometimes.
Like
a D100.
Oh, I forgot to mention there is a radiation.
It's underground.
Rule.
What do you mean?
There's a radiation rule. I'm just letting them know. There is a radiation rule of which Jemal, obviously you'll roll for Octavian to avoid getting these effects that some may be negative, some may be positive, or some just generally basic. But the planet is surrounded by this this air, this scarring light that this purple rays that just sometimes do appear. Sometimes they're created by some of the animals from this world. This is different from the light that you were told to go investigate in the Green Mountains. The light that was there, you'd witness that light, and that was just like a beam of light coming out from the planet.
Okay, so do I need to roll something?
No, I'm just telling you.
It is above surface. We are underground right now.
Whenever something like that happens, it can happen here. It will be obvious.
It's been 3 months.
Oh yeah, you guys have basically been like free of it, huh? No radiation down here. That's very
I
nice.
always thought that there isn't radiation under here.
Oh, there is. It's just you just haven't bumped into it.
Oh god.
Yeah. You could.
Does he have the pills?
I will reiterate, as we're kind of walking around, maybe not so much in this ship, but if you step right outside of this ship, the Feywild that you currently find yourself in, that seems to be in the underworld of Port, has bubbles floating around throughout the entirety of it. These bubbles are very indicative to the color, to the what you sometimes are used to seeing when the radiation does appear. But in the underworld, these bubbles just generally part away from you. They always seem out of reach, but never far away.
Like the way
In the overworld, these bubbles generally just encapsulate any area, don't care about anything, and float around, touch all. And when they burst, they leave this huge fog of a space that anybody that is unlucky enough to walk into could be scarred physically, mentally,
how
emotionally.
have I never heard of this?
It's just part of the world. You already dealt with it. You already dealt with it a couple times in many a fashion.
Right.
These are just all the examples of it. As someone coming in new to the world, you have seen the bubbles, Kuiko.
The light ball.
Okay, no, you have not bumped into the light balls. Not the ones that pop.
No, that one time.
Not the ones that pop.
Oh.
You've only seen the ones that are here that never get near you. Yes.
That's
As I understand, we are still in the ship, which is flying to the destination. Yeah.
You're in a ship that's stagnant.
we are on a ship that is in a ship. Wait, let's replace it. We are in a place that is a floating island that is technically a ship, and a ship that we came in here has parked on that island.
So then, what are we doing? We are just sitting in the ship. Let's do something more important. We need to find
Yes.
the exit.
Yes, we are trying to. Okay, so as a player, I'll tell you, we are trying to evacuate the entirety of the underworld through the overworld, but we need the key to close or open the gates to that. So that's why we're here to find the keys.
To that, Octavian would say it's probably
Wait,
a
I say that
lost.
as a player.
Oh,
Wait, I
okay.
say that as a player.
Oh, okay. So Kuiko does not tell him that.
Kuiko expects him to already know that since he did mention something about finding keys.
Gotcha. Then I will say nothing. Yes. What? Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, Kuiko, can you tell me something more about this people? You know exactly about it. They all details. Because I have some information, but it might not be enough for our goal and for our mission.
You're trying to ask Kuiko about this world.
About the key and its function.
If I remember, the key made silver, right?
Yes.
I think
What you were informed of was that the key is called the Key of Infinite Splendor. As the
We're trying to
queen,
find it.
as the queen told you about it, she mentioned that it is how she funded most of the projects in the underworld, and
It's like the American capital or something.
yeah,
Infinite money.
once she retired the wand, it said wand. She never said wand to you. When she retired the key, she told you that they put it in the vessels to power the vessels. So there are several keys floating around. This one is called the Courtyard in the Sky. But then you also have there's another name for another ship. Is that the name of the ship? Maybe not. No. The name of the other ship is called. It is a phrase. I forget it, but I'll just look at it. I'm just gonna take my time to go check and look at it. But as you guys, I'll just skip that little part and come back. As you guys are looking around, and now that everybody's attuned, Kuiko does recognize that the bay door in the north passage is now actually unlocked. There were two barriers there, and while they seemed like they couldn't be interacted with, they are no longer present. So the bay doors might actually just open by approaching it.
Imagine Kuiko just go like, okay, we're ready, and let's go, and turn around and see a door just open for the past like 2 hours.
Yep. Legit.
Okay.
2 hours there.
So let's go west.
West?
West. West. WDST. To the left.
You want to go west? Okay.
Yes, let's go through all the side quests first.
You want to do side quests first. Got you. So the Moment of Truth is the name of the other vessel that you were informed of, Kuiko. So the Moment of Truth has a key as well. And then this vessel, which is called the Courtyard in the Sky, that has a this one has a key as well. So you guys want to go to the west.
I prefer to go to the north, honestly, but okay, let's do the west.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a very boring player, so might be.
Right.
According to a certain busy character has told me.
Okay, I trust you. Let's go to the west.
There's
West.
hopefully more buttons, I guess.
West for me is this. Buttons. Oh, you wish. You wish. No, what you guys see is here. To just the left of you. Like I'm literally just gonna start revealing what's here. If it would let me. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Like magic, it'll work. Yes. So what you saw earlier in one of the screens, Kuiko, is what you're seeing now. There is a giant who seems to be kind of just lifting themselves up. Nope, they're sitting now because it's been 2 hours. They're sitting. Let me put them where they're sitting. Hold on. As this sitting giant is alerted to your entering, you are alone other than them, since when the jostling occurred, the smaller entities of those cybernetic units were destroyed with the crashing of the ship. It was the other two that seemingly were crushed by a massive and while this giant does have a massive metal pillar in their hand, it is now bent in places where it shouldn't have been, seemingly used on these robotic individuals. But yes, this is a scene as there is a spaceship in the center, half finished or incomplete, and several robotic limbs and pieces and parts. In fact, one of the robots are actually stuttering as you guys are approaching. So it's just saying as if it's trying to speak, but is stuck in a mode. Yeah, what do you guys do?
It's robot, yes. It's robot, yes.
I'm sorry?
Is it robot?
The robots are destroyed.
The thing that is trying to speak, it's giant or the robot?
It is this one
You can
here.
presume that.
It is a robotic thing. It is like more like down here on the ground, but yes, it is
So, the first one. Can you give me the control of my character?
Sure.
Because I can move a lizard, but not the main guy, but the main character.
That's weird. Let's see what happened.
Oh god, another one of this situation. By the way, Kuiko recognize those giants, right?
Yes, Kuiko does recognize the giant.
Thank you. Okay, so I move a little bit closer with the caution and look at that robots. Let's try to understand what it is saying.
Yeah, it's saying half a word, but other than that, is not trying to say much. It seems to be glitching. In fact, your passives are good enough for this.
Is it hostile?
No, it's basically limbs. Is basically just like the head is the only functioning part.
Kuiko is going to Iman don't actually recognize the giant, so Kuiko is going to fly over to the giant with the broom.
Okay.
What is that, 50 feet? Well, not initiative, right?
No, there's no initiative. The giant just seems to look at you guys, still gripping onto this massive beam, a metal beam, a steel beam of some sort.
What is he doing with the beam?
He's just holding it down, still in his hand, but prepared to use it if necessary, it seems. They don't seem unbothered of others around, but as you approach, they do seem sort of to just lift themselves just slightly in the case where you aren't friendly.
Then I get as close as I... How far can... What is the throwing range of items again?
The what?
Throwing range of items.
Throwing range. Depends on the item.
What about an orange?
You're trying... Oh, an orange. Okay. An orange for them would be the size of like a sand pebble.
Yes.
Just to let you know. As Kuiko is like trying to gift them something. You can still go ahead and do it. You'd probably just have to...
I'll go forward and hold out an orange and stay there, like in front of their eyesight.
Okay. Let's see. They'll roll. Okay. And they sort of just put the hand out, but this massive hand is just like under you, and if it could just kind of swipe once and you'd be completely in their hand. But yeah, they just hold their hand out of it.
Instantly realizing how gigantic this thing is, he's going to put the orange on the hand while hanging onto a broom.
I'm moving closer, and is this giant hostile?
No.
We are trying to see if he's hostile right now.
Yeah, they don't seem hostile at all.
I just okay. So I just boldly approach him and call him.
What do you say?
Well,
directly.
Oh no. Do you speak giant?
Hello,
no, that doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. What did you say? I didn't hear.
Hello, my friend.
He kind of just nods, accepting the orange, and then looking at it just for a long couple of seconds.
How are you?
They kind of just shake their head.
Kuiko is going to do a eating motion with their hands or something.
He emulates what you do, and the orange goes in their mouth. They sort of just eat it, like they swallow it more than anything.
Can you help us with one simple situation?
Can you help us with what?
One situation, I think.
The situation. Okay, that's what you say. Okay. They sort of how do you say? They furrow their eyebrows And then they kind of look around and shrug.
I mean, by us, I mean me and my raven. But I'm showing to the raven. So, can you help and show me some directions? I'm searching for the key.
You guys hear from them a growling from like the pit of their stomach, and it rises up to their chest and then their throat, and they start to speak. They say,
Kuiko, she got blown away.
The key can be found in the helm. Take the northern passage from the hangar where you came from.
Are you okay over there? She asked.
He kind of there's a cough that happens, and I'm not gonna do it because when it happens to you guys, it kind of pushes you back 5 feet, no damage. But yeah. You guys could kind of tell that from that it invasively you're kind of covered by not just slobber but also specks of blood, bigger than you'd appreciate on you. But yeah, it seems that this person is this being is in dire straits for the time being. They kind of try to lift themselves, but again, they're like, you see their hand slip a bit, and they just kind of settle. And they say, they did a number on me.
Kuiko is going to fly forward and finally get the chance to cast Cure Wounds.
What?
Okay.
What have you done?
Oh, thank you. They almost ripped me apart from the inside. These things. Oh, thank you, little one.
And she just nods.
Oh yeah.
And
thank you for the assistance, sir.
I could be of more service now. Would you like me to direct you, or at least follow you?
Yes, it would be very helpful if you direct us.
I'd rather you be somewhere safe for now.
Oh, trust me, I'll stay out of trouble's way for sure. I'll just find a better spot than here.
The location of...
Yeah, the northern west, the northern door.
But I want to do a side check if he lies to me. I want to check it.
For what?
Lying.
Lying about which part? Lying about what?
Location. That he knows the location and he will guide us.
Sure. Yeah. Make the insight, yeah.
36.
Yeah,
I am lucky.
Look at that.
Actually.
Yeah, they're probably full of shit. I don't know. No, the 26 obviously gives you they're honest about it. They wouldn't be lying, especially since they were just aided in such a way, and you can tell that they kind of just were defending themselves here, and the one true factor of this is that as they're sort of wearing clothes that is barely hanging together over their body, they are barefoot, and around their ankle is probably the worst scarring you've seen that a cuff could make. if it's been there for several months.
Okay, I thank him, and we shall move towards the north. Yes.
Yeah.
Kuiko is going to say, we have base to the east here. You can stay there for now. We just want to speak some of your friends. We can get you out of here. She says that remembering what she saw on the security camera.
He just gets up and says, yeah, let's go, let's go.
Long story short, he was captured a few months ago, has become a slave, and we accidentally released her.
That was great. That's good for you. Now you don't have to fight these things. So great.
You prepared for us to fight these things to help the giant.
Yeah, now he killed them, and what didn't die immediately was destroyed with the drop. But as you guys return to the center, with Giant now, he kind of finds himself in a position there to sit again, but he does point to the northern passage, the one up here, and he says, "The key, if any, where it'd be in the helm. I don't know who's captaining this thing anymore. These things were the things that brought me here. I was captured here. They wanted me to make things for them."
We thank him and we move on.
Great.
Yeah, that's a great summary.
Great. Beautiful. Wonderful. I love it. I'll go to the other map
Time
now.
for the final boss. There's
I'll
always not another mechanical head that's gonna turn
go
into
to
a
the
bad
other
guy.
map now. You wish it was a mechanical head. The mechanical heads are useful to you right now. But yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
where is Gaiax now that I think about it? Is it still on the Dreadnought?
Gaiax. Last you saw was in Dreadnought. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Oops, doing the wrong thing. Here's what I want to do. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Let's just hope that Will isn't pressing random buttons now.
No, he's not yet.
He fell unconscious,
Boop.
tired from pressing too many buttons.
So, as the bay opens, it sort of reveals to you this. Yeah, the door is slightly smaller than the other two that you've walked through, and no longer locked. It does split open, just like all the other doors here do, as you approach it. And upon entering, you do find several buttons in this room, as
Hey!
you are in an elevator now. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay, we are
buttons.
moving where he guided us.
The
We're going
buttons
to be.
say several things. The highest one says helm. The one under that one says engineering. And the one that's under that says bay entrance.
Bay entrance.
So the three, and you currently can't press bay entrance to go anywhere, because if you press it, you just open the door again.
Helm. Let's move to the helm. I just pressed to the... When all of us enter, I just directly press to the helm.
Sure. No problem. The helm,
It sticks together.
as you are in this thing. Hey, why doesn't it show up? It
Did you
doesn't.
put it in the same map?
It didn't. That's the thing. It's like it's hidden. Boop. Oh, I can't do it. I can't interact with it because of that. How about now? There you go. How about this? And then there. Great. So that's the door that you guys are in front of. The elevator door as you're going up the elevator. I will go to the other map to grab my Ima Andolia because he has taken damage and I need that number.
20 over 20. 17 over 20 times 17 over 20 times 90%.
I don't know what any of that means.
Calculating the odds of getting someone to get cloned in the next 10 sessions. Using
Clone?
the ice pick.
Clone?
The ice pick has currently worked one time.
Oh. Oh, prone,
On
not
Kuiko
prone.
as well.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Oh, unconscious.
It worked
Everyone
once,
has
didn't it?
plus 6. Has
Okay.
like plus 6 to constitution.
Okay. I don't know why I can't grab Ima Andolia. That's really weird. Whatever. Oh, there you go, that's why.
Best put.
Again, I was in the wrong spot. Copy. There we go. Go into this. So yes, put yourselves in front of that door, please. As you guys reach it. Does that work?
Okay. Yes.
Great.
For some reason, I keep seeing Octavian's head as like a camera. It's like
yeah, I think you see everybody else's characters as a camera if they haven't put the mute thing, but I have the automatic mute anyways, so you can't see anybody's video or audio on the Roll20 anyways. So as you guys arrive here, the door slowly begins to open, and as it does, I gotta remove this thing. This thing doesn't exist, does it?
Okay, the door
It does
opens.
exist.
What do we see?
We'll see. Up. This is this.
I see 1,000 gold lying on the ground.
You wish. I want
So
to interact
one
with my
thing-
things, but it won't let me.
So one thing, if the door opens and it will be dark there, I will directly use dancing lights and send those lights in the room.
Nice, I was gonna use a tinderbox. But that helps a lot, actually.
Okay, there's something wrong.
Now that I think
here.
about it, we
Okay,
never
are we-
talked about light in anything.
Because there's like glowing bubbles all over the place. To be honest, so generally
Should be fine.
it's not. This isn't the Underdark. I will clarify.
Yes.
This is not the Underdark. This is the
Yes.
Underworld, and is not the Underworld proper. Like Hades is Underworld. It is just a Underworld. Okay, so now that I fixed all my stuff on the other end, let's start revealing some stuff. What do you guys see? You guys see a weird room. Can't tell what this is.
Oh.
That doesn't exist, so you could ignore it. Don't worry.
Oh wow.
What is
Yeah.
this golden thing?
That
I know
doesn't
that.
exist. Don't worry about that one. Is the other one that does exist, the humanoid looking
Which
thing.
one? Oh, okay.
Yes, the robot standing in front of this blue thing. Ba-da-bop.
The guy doesn't exist.
Gaiax doesn't exist there.
So he was supposed to be showing up here.
No, he was supposed to be helping you.
No, like if I didn't discover
Yeah, he
it.
got diverted.
Diverted.
So this
Clearly.
one that looks like a skeleton with robotics exists.
It doesn't
Yes.
exist. Here in this timeline.
That skeleton robot does exist. The spider thing did not exist. That thing that was there.
Okay, let's hope.
But regardless, We have this thing here. I'm really fighting for everything. Oh yes, the last thing. Boop, boop, boop. As you guys enter into this area, you notice that the center has this dome that seems to have a glass and is beaming with energy. And while it isn't exactly dark here, dancing lights wouldn't be wouldn't be something you might probably want to turn it on is what I'm trying to get to. It might be.
I already did it.
Then you do it. Then great. So as the light sort of just does encapsulate the area a little more, probably all over the place on the dancing lights. This thing sort of just looks coyly to you, and there's a chuckle from it. Please come in.
Very interesting. Good morning, fellow person, I think. What is your name?
Yeah, I don't have a name. I have a designation.
And who are you?
That is for you to be unconcerned about.
What the hell is
to be
that?
honest.
But what have you brought here?
Brought?
What? Okay,
No, nothing.
listen.
I'm here to take.
I'm gonna insight to see if they are trying to do something malicious in terms of our own morale.
No insight, because they just said, I'm here to take.
Ah, okay.
I will do perception check on him.
As you look on them, they have what I can only describe as multi-limbs over their,
Wow.
over there. And this was, what was it, an insight?
It was perception check.
Perception, gotcha. So as they sort of interact with this dome here, they're currently using 4 different arms to touch with 4 different hands on the crystal. They're just making odd gestures while talking to you, and the hands seem to work independently to what their face or body seems to do. As they have, and again, yet another set of limbs, much smaller but more centered, and these limbs have weapons in their hand. It is clear that they are not here to play nice.
Okay, then.
Are you hostile towards us, my friend? Are you going to use those?
No. Kuiko immediately tells Burbo to go.
To go what? Go attack?
To go attack, yeah.
Okay.
No, stop. Now, before I go attack, give me the control of my character.
Oh, you have it again? What's going on? Oh, hold on. I gotta fix it from this end. I don't know what happened.
How the hell did you get a
Here.
19 on your intelligence at level 5?
What's going on? That's
I
weird.
think I do additional points. Yes.
This is exactly why point spy is better than rolling points.
Listen, you guys need all the points you guys could get. Okay, in this campaign.
What? Wait, I just got like below average points below point spy for like the past 8 months. What do you mean?
You're below average?
I've been below. I've had like 3 negative ones before I got the ESI.
You're not below average.
Because I got the
Guys,
ESI.
So,
yeah, you literally can't interact with this thing. Okay, there it is. Okay.
So what does it answer me?
I'm sorry?
What does it answer me? So I said, are you going to attack us?
Oh, okay. You asked that. From the perception check, you also get that the wand is right here. It's currently locked in place in this other exterior dome over here. You kind of see it sticking out. You've seen those wands before, and they're there.
You have something that I need.
He says, he doesn't say He says, I'll probably attack if you take that thing that you need. If I'm to be honest.
What are you trying to use with it?
We are here for searching the key, my friend. Can you somehow help us? Is there any way that I can somehow convince you to give it to us?
I find it amusing you believe you'll leave here with your lives.
Can I shoot them already?
You may.
You know, ideas are really strong. Then they can change a lot of things. So
Let's go.
Furball is signaled, and Kuiko shoots a bow. So let us roll initiative.
I cast mage armor on me first of all before going.
Sure. It's part of the surprise round. It's part of the surprise round. Sure.
17. I finally got a decent roll.
Can I also? I have 23 initiative. I should roll it here. Sorry.
Yes. 1 second. I'm gonna stop the recording and then do it again. But I need to stop it. Just a second.